Welcome to CourtSpiral, where truth is stranger than fiction. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking legal battles that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about justice. In the world of the rich and powerful, no one is beyond the law. But sometimes the law itself becomes a game, where the stakes are higher than we can imagine. Let's take a look at how the case of Elizabeth Holmes unfolded, a story that shook the very foundations of Silicon Valley and raised significant questions about corporate accountability. Elizabeth Holmes, the founder of Theranos, entered the tech world with a bold vision: to revolutionize the healthcare industry with a device that could run hundreds of medical tests using just a few drops of blood. This idea, however, was built on a foundation of deception. Holmes managed to secure a staggering $9 billion in investment from some of the most powerful and influential figures in the world, including former U.S. Secretaries of State and renowned venture capitalists. But as the company grew, so did the scrutiny. In 2015, investigative journalist John Carreyrou published a series of articles in the Wall Street Journal that exposed the troubling practices at Theranos. He revealed that the company was not only struggling to deliver on its promises, but was also using conventional machines to conduct tests instead of its proprietary technology. Just when it seemed like this case was going to fade into the background, something unexpected happened. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission stepped in, filing charges against Holmes and the former president of Theranos, Ramesh Balwani. They were accused of engaging in an elaborate, years-long fraud scheme to cover up the company's failures and mislead investors about the capabilities of their technology. The legal battle that ensued was nothing short of dramatic, with revelations that sent shockwaves through the tech community. As the trial unfolded, it became clear that this case was about much more than one woman's ambition gone awry. It was about the broader implications of corporate accountability in an age where innovation often outpaces regulation. Holmes' defense hinged on the argument that she had never intended to defraud anyone. Her claim was that she genuinely believed in her product and was simply too inexperienced to navigate the complexities of running a high-stakes startup. However, the prosecution painted a different picture. They argued that Holmes had knowingly misled investors, patients, and doctors. They presented evidence of her knowledge of the technology's limitations and the pressure she felt to meet expectations. The tension in the courtroom was palpable as witnesses recounted the impact of Theranos' failures on patients' lives, emphasizing the real-world consequences of corporate deceit. The turning point came when former employees testified against Holmes, revealing a toxic culture within the company that prioritized results over ethics. One whistleblower described the environment as one where fear reigned supreme, and questioning the status quo was not tolerated. This testimony struck a chord with the jury, highlighting the need for accountability at the highest levels of corporate leadership. As the trial continued, it became apparent that this case was not just about one woman. It was about the entire tech industry's responsibility to deliver on its promises. The question of accountability loomed large. Who is really responsible when a company fails to deliver on its grandiose claims? Is it the CEO, the board of directors, or the investors who turn a blind eye for the sake of profit? The jury deliberated for days, weighing the evidence presented. In the end, the verdict was delivered. Elizabeth Holmes was found guilty on several counts of fraud and conspiracy. The courtroom erupted with mixed reactions. Some applauded the decision, viewing it as a victory for accountability in the corporate world. Others, however, expressed concern over the implications of the ruling, fearing it could stifle innovation and deter entrepreneurs from pursuing ambitious ventures. In the aftermath of the trial, discussions around corporate accountability intensified. The case prompted lawmakers to consider stricter regulations for startups and increased scrutiny for health technology companies. Critics argued that while Holmes deserved to be held accountable, the system itself needed reform to prevent similar situations in the future. The lessons learned from Holmes: legal battles extend far beyond the courtroom. They raise important questions about the ethical responsibilities of CEOs and the role of investors in ensuring corporate integrity. Are investors complicit when they ignore red flags in pursuit of potential profits? What can be done to protect consumers from the fallout of corporate malfeasance? In the end, justice prevailed, but it left behind many unanswered questions. Was the verdict truly fair, or was there more beneath the surface? Did the legal system truly serve as a check on corporate power, or was it merely an afterthought in a world where money often speaks louder than truth? As we dissect this case, let's not forget the broader implications for corporate accountability. The fallout from the Theranos scandal has led to a renewed focus on transparency and ethics in the corporate world. Companies are now being urged to prioritize honesty and integrity over rapid growth and profit at all costs. This case serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that the pursuit of innovation must be balanced with responsibility. It underscores the importance of ethical leadership and the need for a corporate culture that values truth over deception. Moreover, the repercussions of Holmes' actions resonate throughout the tech industry. Startups must now navigate a landscape that demands more accountability and transparency. Investors are becoming increasingly vigilant, understanding that their financial backing comes with a moral obligation to ensure that companies deliver on their promises. The case of Elizabeth Holmes is not an isolated incident. It is part of a larger narrative surrounding corporate accountability. There are countless stories of CEOs facing legal battles, from insider trading scandals to environmental disasters. Each case serves as a reminder that those at the top must be held accountable for their actions, not just for the sake of justice, but for the integrity of the entire business landscape. As we reflect on these lessons, we must also consider the role of the public in holding corporations accountable. Consumers have the power to influence corporate behavior through their choices. By supporting companies that prioritize ethical practices and holding those that engage in deceit accountable, we can foster a culture of corporate responsibility. In conclusion, the legal battles faced by CEOs like Elizabeth Holmes highlight the critical importance of corporate accountability in today's world. While justice may have been served in this instance, the conversation is far from over. We must continue to ask the tough questions and demand accountability from those who wield power in the corporate sphere. What do you think about this case? Was justice truly served, or did the system fail? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to CourtSpiral for more shocking stories from the world of law. Don't forget to like and subscribe to CourtSpiral. We're back every week with new shocking stories. Let's continue exploring just how unpredictable justice can be.